Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's history video brought to you by the Clinton Public Library. While our snow has fully melted and we are looking forward to warmer weather, the citizens of Clinton in late February of 1959 were left with some longer-lasting winter souvenirs. These articles from the Daily Clintonian cover the massive icebergs that the Wabash River left on Clinton soil after flooding receded, complete with pictures and a detailed account of how our community came together to stop the spread of floodwater into our streets. The first of these pictures is titled "Wabash River Flows On," and the blurb reads, "Huge chunks of ice jutting from the frozen Wabash River here gives this photo the appearance of an Arctic landscape. Veteran river observers believe this is the greatest accumulation of ice they have ever seen around the C&E&I Railroad Bridge. The ice-jammed Wabash stood at 10.9 feet earlier today and was still rising." "Not boulders," reads another one. "The big chunks of ice like these are left behind by the receding Wabash River in Indiana. This scene is below Delphi. The song-famed river flooded its worst in the past 46 years. Flood threat here eased as Wabash drops," reads the headline on February 16, 1959. After reaching a crest of 29.5 feet at 5:30 a.m. Saturday and maintaining that stage until about 11:30 a.m. when it was measured at 29.33 feet, the Wabash River began to fall at 6 a.m. today was purported to be at 27.81 feet, according to Mrs. Mally Marshall, official river observer. In a period of 18 hours from 12 noon Sunday to 6 a.m. today, the river fell a total of 11 inches. The situation was regarded as Clinton's fourth worst flood, with the river cresting at 29.5 feet, according to Mayor John Goldner. The worst flood occurred in 1913, although a record of the river stage at that time is not known. In 1943, the river rose 32 feet, and last year hit a 31.5 feet level. In 1950, recognized as the fifth worst flood, the entire 6th and 7th Streets area were inundated when the water reached the 29.4-foot stage. However, the river reached 29.5 feet this time without homes being flooded. Chief of Police John Benetti reported that volunteers worked around the clock since Thursday night and continued until Saturday evening. The main trouble, he stated, was caused by water backing up in sewers and seepage in the hospital area and in the North 6th Street area. On Friday morning, 30 students from Clinton High School were dismissed to help fill sandbags, he said, and were of great assistance. Several times it was thought that Feather Creek would overflow its banks. Volunteers worked the entire weekend reinforcing certain weak spots with sandbags, and volunteer truckers assisted in hauling sand from the gravel pit. The Civil Defense Auxiliary, under the direction of Mrs. Catherine Jark, chairman of Emergency Care for Vermilion County, served food and coffee at the American Legion Home. The food was furnished by the American Red Cross, with Kappa Delta Phi sorority in charge of the mass feeding program. The situation is now under complete control and the river is still falling. Chief Benetti reported that State Road 63 may be open for traffic this afternoon as soon as the highway crew inspect the road this morning for possible washouts. The most recent flooding to make the historic record sheet on the National Water Prediction Service website, run by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, lists the Wabash as reaching 28.6 feet on February 25, 2018, nearly a whole foot lower than the flooding that brought icebergs to Clinton in 1959. Which was 59 years before. We can only hope that in the future we can be just as collaborative and quick to action as our predecessors. Thank you for watching this week's history video. If you remember these icebergs or any other strange phenomena that has happened on the Wabash, comment them below. Thank you for watching.